as soon as the palace published the news on September 8 that doctors were concerned about the state of health of the British Queen, the whole world was alarmed. This came as a surprise to the public. Nothing unusual has been reported about the state of health of Elizabeth II in recent weeks. Read also: how did the last days of Queen Elizabeth's life go, and who managed to see her before her death? In addition, just 2 days ago, on Tuesday, Her Majesty personally accepted the resignation of Boris Johnson and welcomed the new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. After the disturbing news that relatives were rushing to the monarch from all over the country, sympathizers immediately began to flock to the royal castle in Scotland. Royal fans also gathered on the square in front of Buckingham Palace, worried about the fate of Elizabeth. Many stayed all day, waiting for news of the monarch's condition. Some were holding British flags or any items in the colors of the Union Jack. After the rain, those gathered in the square watched the rainbow, which gave BCS fans hope. However, by this time, television had already changed the broadcasting grid, and some British publications added a black box to their websites. Thousands of people gathered outside Buckingham Palace after the Queen's death was announced. When the death of Elizabeth II was officially announced, the new king issued a statement. "The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of greatest sadness for me and all members of my family. We deeply mourn the passing of a dear sovereign and dearly loved mother. I know that her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and supported by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection that the Queen enjoyed so widely," Charles said in a message. Joe Biden sent his condolences to Britain, saying, "Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II was more than a monarch. She defined an era." Donald Trump commented on Her Majesty's death, "Melania and I will always cherish our time with the Queen and will never forget Her Majesty's generous friendship, great wisdom and great sense of humor. What a majestic and beautiful lady she was, there was no one like her. Our thoughts and prayers remain with the great people of the United Kingdom as you honor her most meaningful life and exceptional service to the people. May God bless the Queen, may she forever reign in our hearts, and may God keep her and Prince Philip in constant care. Many people are worried about what will happen next. There are some difficulties associated with the stay of the monarch in the north of the kingdom. According to The Guardian, if the Queen's life is cut short while she is abroad, an RAF plane should send the coffin and return the body to her homeland by air, and if the sovereign's death occurs in England, but outside London, then the body should be delivered by car to Buckingham Palace under the supervision of the Grenadier Guards in bright uniforms. The most difficult situation is if the Queen dies while staying at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Then the body of the sovereign will be transported to the Royal Palace of Holyroodhouse in Edinburgh, then moved to the Royal Mile of the Scottish capital, to the Cathedral of St. Giles, where a service is to be held, and then the royal train will be used to deliver the coffin to London.